Her name was Margaret. She called me on a Tuesday evening, just after dinner, and the first thing she said was, "Solan, I think I'm losing my daughter." I asked her what happened. Was there a fight, an argument, something said that couldn't be unsaid? "No," she told me, "nothing happened. That's what I don't understand. She just visits less, calls less, shares less." Margaret called her daughter every single day. She remembered every birthday, every school play, every doctor's appointment. She drove 3 hours to help when the grandchildren were sick. She was, by every measure, a devoted mother. And she was slowly losing her daughter, not because of anything she did wrong, but because of something she didn't know she was doing at all. Welcome to The Parent's Blueprint. This is the first video in a 7-part series designed to help you understand and rebuild your relationship with your adult children. In this video, we're going to look at the 4 real reasons adult children pull away from their parents. Not the reasons parents assume, the real ones. Because here's what I've learned after years of conversations with parents just like Margaret and just like you. The distance is almost never about love. There is plenty of love on both sides. The distance is about something else entirely. Reason number 1, too much presence without enough space. Margaret called her daughter every day, sometimes twice. She texted when there was no answer. She worried when she didn't hear back. And every call began the same way. "I haven't heard from you. Is everything okay?" To Margaret, this was love. This was care. To her daughter, it was pressure. Here's something that's hard to hear but important to understand. Adult children need space to miss you. When you're always present, always calling, always checking, there's no space for them to feel the absence. And no absence means no longing. And no longing means visits feel like obligations, not choices. The shift isn't about loving less, it's about trusting more. Trusting that your child will reach out when they're ready, and they will if you give them room. Reason number 2, help that feels like a burden. Margaret was generous, endlessly generous. She paid for vacations. She bought things without being asked. She showed up with food when her daughter seemed tired. But here's what her daughter told me in her own words. "Every time Mom helps me, I feel like I owe her something." That's not ingratitude, that's a signal. When help always comes with an invisible string, an expectation of gratitude, of closeness, of reciprocation, it stops feeling like a gift. It starts feeling like a debt. The most powerful help you can give your adult child is help with no strings attached, offered once, accepted or declined gracefully, and never mentioned again. Reason number 3, the expectations you never said out loud. This is the one that surprised Margaret. She expected Sunday dinners. She expected phone calls on holidays. She expected to be the first person her daughter called with good news. None of these expectations were ever spoken. They were simply assumed. And when her daughter didn't meet them, Margaret didn't say anything. She just went quiet, a little colder, a little more distant. Her daughter felt it, that cold silence after a missed Sunday. She didn't know what she'd done wrong. She just knew something was off, and she started dreading the visits because they always seemed to end with that familiar chill. Unspoken expectations are the most expensive kind. They cost you closeness, and nobody knows why. Reason number 4, replacing connection with guilt. "I haven't heard from you in 2 weeks. Your brother calls every Sunday. I'm fine, don't worry about me. I don't want to bother you, you're so busy." Every one of these sentences is a guilt sentence, delivered with love, received as a weight. And here's the painful truth about that last one, "I don't want to bother you," said in that particular tone. Your child hears, "I respect your time." They hear, "You have already failed me." Margaret didn't know she was doing this. She thought she was being honest about her feelings, And she was. But honesty delivered as guilt creates distance, not closeness. Think about it from your child's perspective. They have a full life, a demanding job, their own children to raise. They love you, genuinely, deeply, but every call ends with them feeling like they've disappointed you. And after enough calls like that, they start to dread picking up the phone. Her daughter started to feel that every conversation ended with her feeling like a bad daughter, not because she was one, but because that's how the calls felt. I spoke with Margaret again 3 weeks later. She had tried one thing, just one. Instead of calling every day, she waited 2 days, then 3. She told me it was one of the hardest things she'd ever done. It felt like I didn't care, she said, but I had to trust that she knew I was there. And when she did call, she didn't start with, "I haven't heard from you." She started with, "I was thinking about you. How are you feeling this week?" Her daughter called back within the hour. They talked for 40 minutes. At the end, her daughter said, "Mom, I miss you. Can we have dinner on Sunday?" Margaret told me she cried after she hung up, not from sadness, from relief, because she finally understood her daughter had never stopped loving her. She had just needed room to choose to show it. Margaret hadn't changed who she was. She'd changed how she reached, and that changed everything. Before you close this video, I want to give you one thing to do today, not tomorrow, today. Send your adult child a message, 3 sentences, "Thinking of you today." No need to reply, just wanted you to know. That's it. No question, no guilt, no expectation, just presence without pressure. It takes 30 seconds to send, and it plants something in your child's heart that no amount of daily calling ever could. The feeling that you see them without needing anything back. In the next video, video 2 of the Parent's Blueprint, I'm going to show you the exact words that create invisible walls between you and your adult child. 7 phrases. You've said all of them, and I'll show you what to say instead. If this video helped you, share it with one parent who needs it, and leave a comment below. Which of these 4 reasons felt most familiar to you? I'm Solan Voss. Take care of yourself, and take care of the people you love. If you found this message helpful, please share this video on WhatsApp with a friend who might need these words today. Sometimes a small gesture can mend a big bridge. Let's spread a little more kindness and understanding together.